Hello! You're all in terrible danger, but don't worry, it happens all the time, especially if you're between the ages of 9 and 11. Tricky time. You're not, are you? Then I am very sorry. You know, when I was your age, which was nearly 1,000 years ago now, I loved writing stories. Impossible stories about adventure, saving the world, mad robots, and things that went boom! I bet you like writing stories too, don't you? Go on, admit it. Oh, good! Because I would like you to write a story about me. It really is the only way to save you from something really dreadful. There are rules, obviously. Rules, eh? Somewhere in... Now, you've got to be at a British primary school, otherwise it won't work, just because it's got to be a story about me and the TARDIS. The most important rule is that if I am wearing a hat, it is most definitely cool. Got that bit? Good. Make sure it's 3 minutes long. If it wins, you'll get to see it filmed before it's broadcast on British television. I know. I've always wanted to be on the television. I got turned down for Strictly Come Dancing. Obviously, there's lots of small print on the website. Check it all carefully. Apparently, I still owe Jane Austen a kidney. And then email me your entries by June 13th, 2011, which really isn't very long at all. Blimey, as I said, if you don't, something really dreadful is going to happen. So what are you waiting for?
Earlier this year, Doctor Who Confidential and BBC Learning launched the best competition ever. The chance for school children across Britain to write their very own episode of Doctor Who.
I would like you to write a story about me.
We're going to be learning about how to write scripts for Doctor Who.
One of the hardest things about writing Doctor Who is writing the Doctor, because he's a man with an extraordinary mind, and we've all just got ordinary minds. He's got to be so fast, so clever, and so funny, and completely mad.
If it wins, you'll get to see it filmed before it's broadcast on British television.
It's a writer's job to give me a sense of the world that I'm inhabiting, the creatures that I'm seeing, the atmosphere that the writer wants to create. If that's on the page, then actually it's quite easy.
Amy and Rory were on hand with extra challenges to help the children create their own adventure.
I'd love you to write one of my adventures for me, pretending to be me for my blog, as me, totally as me.
I tried getting Rory to do it, but he said no, which was very brave of him. And the Doctor offered to do some of it, but it was all written in maths. And then he got distracted and started designing himself a hat.
Hello there, my name is Amy Pond. I'm only 21, but since my 7th birthday, I knew my life would not be easy.
The most important rule is that if I am wearing a hat, it is most definitely cool.
Ah, right then. Before we land, the Doctor says he needs a model building of what's outside.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Over 1,000 entries were received, and then a shortlist was created by a team of script editors.
There are rules, obviously. Rules, eh? Somewhere in...
There's plenty of practical reasons for why we had to put limitations on it being a 3-minute script and having one monster and one character. It's actually the limitations real writers work with.
Then the Doctor Who producers and controller of BBC Learning chose the winner.
See, what I liked about this, it's actually it's a simple story.
I mean, they're all very good though, aren't they? I mean, the dialogue in particular I just thought was great on this. It really seemed to have got the Doctor's character.
Again, a nice little time travel twist there.
So every single one had a vote.
Every single one
but
had a vote.
The winner is death is the only answer.
Yes.
We have, in fact, won the competition.
It was a tough call among the last few. It was really tough, because I think any of them could have won. And each of them got votes.
Well, that's a good result. Well, every single one.
Matt Smith will be very, very happy that he's going to get to play opposite Einstein, but who is going to play Einstein?
The crew start to make the winner's dreams come true.
Well, welcome to the production meeting then for Death is the Only Answer. We'll just go through the script and look at any production issues and any other queries we've got here. I mean, Jerry, do you want to start us off?
Okay, I had a little thing here. in terms of Matt's trip, and I think I'm going to bring him up some stairs rather than down. It's much easier to trip up stairs.
Yeah.
I think that'd be better.
That makes more sense.
And whether we need to have it landing on a button as well as doing the lever is something I think we should look at. I think it'd be much neater if he comes up the stairs, trips off the top step, falls against the console, and takes out a lever and goes, and that does it all.
With the planning meeting over, it's time to meet Albert Einstein. Actor Nicholas Grace will now be transformed into the world's most famous scientist.
And this is the jumper. So if I help you...
What do you call that, plum?
It's a plum.
Marvellous.
Well, with a marl twist to it.
Was Einstein into plum?
I think it's a new venture for him. For Einstein, we looked at reference photos of various aspects of Einstein, and for the period that we're dealing with, we went for the smart, casual look.
Because most of the photos we see him in are in tweedy jackets and suits, so it's rather good that Jason's done all this research and found him in casual gear. That's great.
I won't make you put this on now, but I'll introduce you to the fez.
You can see if it's too big or too small now.
Well, do you want to have a try?
Yeah, wait till she puts the wig on me.
Yes, add it out a little bit.
It's transformed me. I want one of those things hanging off.
The little tassels. Fresh out of tassels. So, we can take you over to hair and makeup, and they'll work some magic with you, and...
Be tricky, right.
Give you a wig.
Thank you.
Alrighty, I'll bring this over with you. There we go. Look it out.
With costume complete, it's off to makeup for the infamous Einstein haircut.
This wig is a little high at the back, so what I'll have to do is I'll just put a little bit of spirit gum on your own hair, just to hold that down so that you've got hair on your neck.
As long as I've got someone to shower me down afterwards, that's fine.
No. You're lucky. What do you think?
Go on, do a bit for me.
What am I doing for you? I mean, where's my toothbrush? Please tell me where my toothbrush is.
Yeah, great. Yeah, cool.
Now a storyboard artist starts to bring the script to life.
A storyboard is pretty much the script of an episode done as a comic book. I break the story down into a series of panels, and then they're there to give guidance to the director for how shots should be set up, and obviously he can see those drawings that I've done and go through and work out, well, that works, that doesn't work, we can change that a bit, before having to go through all the rigmarole of setting up the kit and getting things filmed and fight. It doesn't quite work yet. But if you've got the drawings beforehand, it's a much easier way of getting things rolling.
Mike is joined by Jeremy and the director of photography to plan the shots that will bring the story from script to screen.
Okay, so here's a storyboard for tomorrow's shoot. We just run through it and we'll just see how many shots we got. So we'll start off with this wide shot here, big wide of the TARDIS on the crane. Roughly that position, we might find it that one on the day, but you know, great big wide lens, maybe sort of 16.
Yeah, 16 mil, and sort of sweep, so sweeping all around.
Yeah, this is the real sort of probably the opening shot, the sequence of the Doctor running up the stairs, you know, being very enthusiastic about his fez. Action.
Oh, I missed you. I can't believe River blew you up. Whoa. Okay, I didn't mean to do that.
I like to talk through the storyboard with the director of photography, so she's got a good idea of what I've got in my head. She'll then be able to work out where lights need to be put, where certain camera angles need to be from.
How about there? But not with so much of the console in, nicely framed, but about there?
One of the great things about being a storyboard artist is you sit in a little room, you do your little doodles, and then when you see it on the big screen, people actually moving where you've put them in your drawings. That's priceless.
Filming day, and our young writers arrive on set to meet Matt Smith.
Hello, Ben.
Oh, wow. Hi, Ben.
What's your name?
Daniel. I'm Matt.
Hello,
Pleasure
Daniel.
to meet you. Well done. Oh, like you, the guys
Adam.
that have written it.
Katie.
Wow, well done. And what's your name?
Congratulations, fantastic
Daniel,
script.
well done. Thank you for this. And what's your name?
Adam.
Adam. Hello, I'm Matt.
I'm Katie.
And you're Katie. So, how old are you all?
10.
You're all 10?
No, I'm 9.
You're 9. And had you any idea how to write a script before this came along?
Sort of.
Yeah. How?
So we did it in English.
Right.
But we didn't really know how to write a proper script.
Yeah. Well, it's so clever. We're all just bowled
really great,
over by it. I mean, do you think you want to be writers when you grow up?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh well. I mean, you know, well done.
Yeah, it's been a great start.
Round of applause.
We've got a script, and our winning writers have a bird's eye view on rehearsals.
Okay, let's block this through then, shall we, Jack? Cool.
What lever am I going to aim for?
Well, Matt, I think it's much easier if you should jump up a step rather than down a step.
Okay.
So I was thinking that you should come up here.
Yeah.
Because then you can quite easily do. You can catch that.
Yeah, perfect. That one's perfect.
Rather than down, and that means you can go into that one.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So you can go bang like that, and then it's going to be able to fly with your hands easier, isn't it? Yeah. I mean.
With rehearsals in full flow, the children leave for a meeting with a very important monster.
Have a good day, guys. I'm sure we'll see lots of you
coming back
this afternoon when you're giving us notes on how to be better. Have fun.
It's the day of the shoot. We're on the TARDIS in Cardiff. The competition winners, the children, came in about an hour ago and watched the first block. I was a bit nervous because I was realising their script for the first time, but I could hear a little bit of laughter coming from behind me, so I think they were appreciating what we were doing and trying to bring their script to life. So they've seen the first rehearsal. Now, as we continue to shoot it, the rehearsal then turns into a performance, and the actors really get into the sort of rhythm of it. So hopefully next time they pop in and see us, they'll like what we're doing even more.
I think this liquid is the key.
Yes. But no.
Well, is it yes or no?
No.
I think it's a great idea that kids are encouraged to write scripts for Doctor Who, so I applaud them. I particularly applaud the master or the teacher who instigated and initiated the idea.
Big smiles.
It's great. I just hope it goes on encouraging them to write for television, because we need young writers. And the ideas in this are great, and obviously they've refined their script, and we worked on it too. So I congratulate them. I think they've done a great job.
It's time to get hands-on with Ood actor Paul Casey.
This took about an hour and a half to do this one.
Can I let people stroking your hair?
I've never really thought about it, but I suppose I do.
He looks really cool. Look at that!
Twitchy eyebrows.
Did you play nephew in The Doctor's Wife?
I did. He had green eyes, didn't he?
The children have really captured, the essence of an Ood. Very cleverly, I might add. With the dialogue he has and what he says, and he's got red eyes, so it was a good choice of a monster.
Oh, well, back to the drawing board then. I guess you are keeping the fez.
Well, fezzes look better on me, didn't they?
With filming about to begin on our special episode of Doctor Who, there's a chance for our young writers to spend quality time on the TARDIS with controller of BBC Learning, Saul Nassay.
Wow, so what does it say? TARDIS, Time and Relative Dimension in Space, build site, Gallifrey Black Hole Shipyard, Type 40 build date, 1963.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So what does the typewriter do?
It's like, it types his destination, I think.
Okay. This is where that message about Amy being pregnant or not pregnant is flashing, isn't it? Because it's like the scanner control. And I think when the Dream Lord flashed up, he was on there.
I think a competition like this will motivate children and inspire their writing all across the country, not just the ones who've won, just those four, but everybody who entered, all the thousands of children as well, definitely. And if you can tap into the children's interests as inspiration for their writing, then obviously that's always a good thing, but for something to come from the actual Doctor Who studios itself is far more exciting than anything that we can come up with at school.
Thanks ever so much. Cheers.
With the cast and crew back on set, the children take their places to watch their episode being made.
Here we go. For rehearsal.
Just so you know, this is all a show. No one actually pays any attention to him. He just holds this to sort of look sort of groovy and stuff. Can we get the other crane in, please?
Take one for the camera only. And action.
Nick.
What just happened?
Long story. Nice hair, though. You should keep it. It's more sciencey.
I don't feel too good. Will you drop me off home, please?
Cut, that was great.
Yeah, that was the one.
Cut, well done.
At the end of the scene, the children have one more treat to remember the day by. A photo with the Doctor.
You're going to be on Doctor Who Confidential, look.
Awesome.
Say, hi, Confidential.
Hi.
Sarah, is that all right?
We're on TV right now.
Awesome.
I bet you're watching yourself right now at home going, awesome.
Yeah.
Big cheer as well, guys.
Hey!
Brilliant.
Well done, guys. Good stuff. Thanks for coming down and watching us film it as well. Thanks for your script.
Yeah, it was great. Well done. Yeah, it's been a busy day.
Very busy,
Lots
but
to
we
do.
got there in the end, didn't we?
Very funny. Nicholas Grace, what a star.
Yeah, great Einstein.
Great Einstein.
Great script.
Lots of good shots. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been good.
Really good.